I know your story, but I want to go into detail because when people look at the final product, they kind of look at the glory. They never ever look at the story. So you want to be able to just break it down in detail. Where you're from, what is your background like, and most importantly, what are the struggles before we even talk about the prosperity?
Well, I was born and raised in Las Vegas. My mom was pretty much a single mom until I was 3.
Yeah, check it out, man. This is your boy Akon, and right now you're tuned in to the Millionaire Student Show with my man, Sashin Govender.
Yo, it's Rich the Kid on the Millionaire Student Show.
Hi, I'm Arianny Celeste, and you're tuning in to the Millionaire Student Show.
What's up, y'all? Tune into the Millionaire Student Show with Andy Milonakis.
Yo, this your boy Soulja Boy. You tuned into the Millionaire Student Show with Sasha. Keep it locked right here.
It's Sashin Govender, the Millionaire Student Show with Arianny Celeste, UFC ring girl, and you featured on Maxim magazine, you featured on Playboy, you featured on a few other magazines, but most importantly, you're a TV host. Or would you consider yourself a TV host? Would you consider yourself for one of the series out there? Because I know you did 2 or 3.
I would consider myself an all-around just like go-getter. I think I have a different job for just each one of my moods and personalities. So, I've done TV hosting, I've done modeling, I sing, so I just put out a song actually on Friday.
Nice.
I have my own business. So I'm always busy, but I really love what I do, and I just always have been really driven.
Yeah, so entrepreneur as well. We got a few things in common. So entrepreneur, I'm also an entrepreneur. You on the octagon in front of thousands of people. I'm on the stages in front of thousands of people. So I'm guessing
It's a little different.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're not scared of crowds.
I'm not scared of big crowds. I'm definitely very confident in bikinis and all that, but I think public speaking, especially when it's more of an intimate setting, I get a little bit nervous. But yeah, I've never really spoke in front of too many people. Maybe 30 people is the most I've done.
Yeah, that's a fear that most people try to conquer. They say the number one fear in the world right now is public speaking. People would rather want to die than speak in front of a crowd. Wow. So I had to get over that. So entrepreneur as well. I know you have your own e-commerce business. You just launched your website, and so let's go back. What's your background? What's your story? Because I know right now a few 100,000. What's your following on social media currently?
3 million or something.
3 million on Instagram. How many on Facebook?
6 million.
6 million on Facebook. 3 million on Instagram. Before this, I know your story, but I want to go into detail because when people look at the final product, they kind of look at the glory. They never ever look at the story. So you want to be able to just break it down in detail. Where you're from, what is your background like, and most importantly, what are the struggles before we even talk about the prosperity?
Well, I was born and raised in Las Vegas. My mom was pretty much a single mom until I was 3. My father passed away when she was 2 months, so that was really hard on her. We kept each other strong, and she's kind of the reason why I've always worked so hard, because she was going to school full-time and working full-time while still taking care of me. So I remember that. She's just such a strong woman. So she's my inspo, and that's how I kind of started. I come from a very, I would say, poor family. Didn't have a lot, but never really missed anything. I was super spoiled, not gonna lie, but very spoiled. Came from a super big, loving family, working class, I've just always been very driven. So I started UFC when I was going to school in Las Vegas at UNLV, and that kind of just changed my whole world. So, in a good way.
We have something in common because my parents got divorced since I've been 2 years old. So kind of weekends with mom, weekdays with dad, and vice versa. So it's not like a broken home, but they just don't live together.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's the reason why you're so successful, because when you have that desire and that pain, it just pushes you in the right direction. I know so many people that, you know, have the foundation built for them. They have a beautiful home. They come from a very successful background. The problem is they don't have that desire. And when you don't have that hunger, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't push your mind to take action.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got into UFC as a ring girl, and you know, just after a lot of, you know, women out there that want to become entrepreneurs, beautiful women that want to become models, but they don't back their ability. They don't, you know, go out there and have that type of confidence to believe, hey, you know, I don't need anyone to finance me. I don't need anyone to back me up. What advice could you give to women out there?
Advice to women is, you know, beauty is only skin deep, and if you want to be known for something besides that, really apply yourself. If you want to be a model, eat healthy, work out, make sure you're the best of the best, make sure your skin's on point. If you want to be a business owner, go out there, make mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and just put yourself out there. It's all about putting yourself out there. A million doors are going to shut, but it only takes one door to be open to kind of change your life.
Yeah, and you get, you know, I'm sure you come across, you know, a lot of guys that you have to do business with that have the wrong perception. And I'm sure you've turned a lot of deals down, as well as you've, you know, gone out there and had your walls up. You know, a lot of girls out there, they meet guys with credibility, with the finances, with the nice cars and nice homes, and, you know, sometimes guys want something totally different rather than you physically wanting to win. They don't have your best interest at heart. So what advice would you give from that perspective?
Definitely listen to your gut. You know when someone has your best interests. So just use your female instincts. I know when somebody wants to do business and when somebody wants a little bit more than business. So I think it's very easy for me to see. Although I'm sure there's a lot of women who don't understand. But you know, have respect for yourself and know that you don't have to put yourself out there like that to be successful.
Yeah, so true. Because I've got a sister, and you know, she's in the business world as well, and you just have to create, well, that fine line. It needs to be so fine that you can't cross. You know, can't cross or let anyone else cross it. So, as we speak right now, I know you said you're in a relationship, but you know, when you break it down to the core about finding someone who can actually support you, but not just support you, add value to your life. Because I always teach people, I say, if you're a 7 out of 10, I'm not talking about physical looks, but I'm talking about, you know, mindset. Let's just say you're a 6 out of 10, in fact. You want to be able to recruit up. You want to be able to recruit a 7, 8, 9, or 10. Someone who's going to add value, not just physical value, but value to your life, who could do something, not just sit back and just collect the cash. How difficult is that?
So dating is not easy, I don't think, in any state or wherever you're at. It takes a lot of time to find, I think, well, it's taken me a long time to find the right person, and people not only that respect you but support you and aren't jealous and possessive and all those crazy things. I've been in a lot of crazy relationships. But it's also, I think, once you, as a woman, you get to a point where you know you can take care of yourself. It's about that. It's about having someone that can come to you and be your partner, be your friend, lift you up when you've had a bad day, support you, but actually go above and beyond and support you, not just say, oh, I support you, babe, but actually like help out when you need help. So yeah, it's all about being selective.
Yeah. So you obviously diversified into business. What do you have right now? E-commerce? You have your online store?
So I had an e-commerce store. So this is the thing. I had the e-commerce store. I was like, oh, I want to do like this clothing store because I love fashion and it's going to sell great because I have so many followers. It's going to be awesome. And I did that business with one of my very best friends, and it was failing. Like we weren't selling anything. We had these high hopes of, you know, it being some big thing. So we're cleaning out my closet, trying to get rid of this clothes and figuring out what to do with extra inventory. And we did a live on social media, and guys were just going crazy. They're like, oh, I want that dress. Can you put it in a box and like send it like three of them and send them to my girlfriend? So that night we're like taking people's DMs and letting them pay through PayPal. And
That's crazy.
that night we bought the domain and we started all the legal process of like opening up an LLC and all that stuff, and that's how Girlfriend Box was created. So Girlfriend Box is a subscription box program.
Yeah.
So it's like, for girls, you can buy it for yourself. For guys, we want to be like the gifting service that helps you out, like your concierge. Like you're like, okay, my wife's birthday is this, anniversaries this, special occasion this, and it's like you don't have to think about it. So we do all the work. You don't have to get in trouble. And
so what do you run that through a product that you've created and developed, or is it through AliExpress?
No, it's not AliExpress. It's clothing that we pick out ourselves. We add a beauty product as makeup and a lingerie piece. So
What's your website? So maybe they can check that out as well.
It's www.girlfriendbox.com,
That's cool.
and it's 3 to 5 items, including an outfit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I started off, my very first time I ever started off, personal development was when I was 8 years old. So this is 17 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I get involved in personal development. Very first, have you ever read the book The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, or watched the movie?
Yeah.
Very first time someone hands me the movie, I watched the movie.
You were 8 years old?
8 years old, 17 years ago.
Wow, that's
and
awesome.
That's the very first time I ever encountered the word mentor, mentors, or even mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found 5 mentors to master the 4 different pillars of my life. So health, wealth, spirituality, and relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've done from there onwards is, at 16 years old, I was just telling Tommy that, at 16 years old, I started off my very first business in school. I was making chocolate fudge, but we were doing $200 a day. Profit.
Wow, that's awesome.
At 16 years old.
I wish I knew this when I was 8.
Yeah. And then at 18, I get involved in affiliate marketing, online marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And that specific business today has 90,000 affiliates, and we do about $4 million per month in revenue.
Wow.
And then I diversified. I still have that. That's my core business right now, into an entrepreneur, motivational speaker, as well as the e-commerce. So I can totally relate to the whole e-commerce, and that's where we're shifting towards today.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything right now in life is all about click and order.
Yeah.
Everything is click, order, delivered to your front door.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, e-commerce and home-based businesses is definitely the trend for the decade we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Where to from here? What's your goals? What's your aspiration? What's your resolutions for 2019?
Well, I don't do resolutions. I just stick to having goals. I write to-do lists weekly. And I just believe resolutions, they're kind of a lazy thing that people do. Like, oh, it's January, No, you should have resolutions every month. So that's how I stick to my plans. And for 2019, I'm just going to continue really focusing on Girlfriend Box. And we have really big plans, and we have the power to grow if we really work really hard and make it something amazing, something that I don't have to work in the bikini business all the time. Like I can just chill at home. One day I'm not going to be able to do this, or one day I'm not going to want to be out in a bikini all the time, although I love it. I live in a bikini, but I want something that I can fall back on. So it'll work itself if I'm sitting at home with my future kids or my dogs, whatever. It's making money.
Without a doubt. So you being in the modeling industry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you get a lot of hate.
Mm-hmm.
Hate from different aspects. Maybe family who had a different perception of your route in life. Hey, they wanted you to become a doctor, lawyer, an accountant, a banker, stuck in this office. And now you innovate and you follow your passion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that get sidetracked because of people's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the number one reason why people quit is because they talked out of it.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to people who receive a lot of hate, but they just don't know how to divert? It gets to them and it becomes the biggest disease. It takes them out the game. You've got hate. Picture a moment right now. someone sends you an email, someone comments on your post, someone has something to say to one of your family members about you, how do you respond?
Well, when it comes to haters, I've learned that the best way to deal with them is to just ignore them. If you're on social media, block them. But as far as like personally, if people are coming at you, I would just say stay grounded, do things that make you feel good, like working out, meditating, going to yoga. Always work on your inside, your mind, because your mind has to be just as strong as your body to keep going. So I used to obsess over like the Google searches. I would search my name and then I would go and I would read things and I would get so hurt.
Yeah.
But I realized that that was only like crippling my mind and my power. So I stopped doing that, and I just started to create different hobbies and different things daily that I can do to make myself feel good. And right now it's all about mind and body. I'm at a great place in my life, and it's because I've worked really, really hard to be here.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so I believe now more than ever, influencers are starting to pop out, and it's becoming an industry, and it's becoming a business on its own.
Yeah.
And you got 5 million, 5 million on Facebook,
6 million.
6 million on Facebook, 3 million on Instagram. Someone that's getting started right now but sees the gap, sees the niche market on becoming an influencer, getting paid from being an influencer, getting paid, giving shout outs. I just saw a picture recently with Kylie Jenner charges like almost $1 million for a post.
Yeah.
I saw, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Selena Gomez who charges about $700,000. Obviously, there's a lot of people right now that aren't charging that amount, but what's your opinion on that? Do you feel like there's too many influencers nowadays? Do you feel like it is a very competitive market? Do you feel like it's a great market to go into? Remember, these girls and guys have absolutely no knowledge about business, but they see the number of followers, the number of comments, the number of likes, and income from it.
I would say it is oversaturated, but there still are really great, amazing influencers out there that stay authentic to who they are. They're representing health, fashion, whatever they're really into. The only thing I don't like is when I can tell people aren't being their true self.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It's like, it's a love-hate thing with social media. You can get lost in it, or you can grow and learn and be inspired.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, any last words? Any last words of inspiration and motivation to not just girls, but guys and families out there and entrepreneurs out there?
Girls, I like to keep it healthy and sexy, but a sexy brain is amazing too, so don't forget that.
Cool. So, what's your Instagram handle?
Arianny Celeste.
Arianny Celeste. Retire with Sashin. The Millionaire Student Show. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you add me on Instagram, Facebook, or turn on notifications. Follow her as well. Subscribe to her YouTube channel as well. This will be an official YouTube video, so most importantly, I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. God bless from me, from her, and from Beverly Hills, Los Angeles.